Hello. When we press play, our character is here in front of us. We rotate left and right on the mouse. Up and down doesn't do anything. Jumping, sprinting, swinging. The character doesn't look like it's walking. I want to go to move because I want this to work just like moving. I want to get a do once. Put it up here. I want to get a sequence. You can type sequence. 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 Off the beginning of the sequence, first I want to add the movement functionality. I just want to do that. Then I want to do this once, that it happens once. The problem with not doing this once is that every time we move, it runs on a tick pretty much. And it updates these axis values on a very fast tick. So this play animation, if I triggered this on a tick, it would play the first second of it over and over and over and over and over again, maybe 0.1 second. So what I want is sword and shield run. Here's sword and shield run. I want to loop it, otherwise they'll run for the length of the animation and they will stop moving. They'll run for 0.7, their legs will move for 0.7 and then they'll just go into idle. Play animation. Let's see what this does. Oh, and we need to loop this, right? So whenever we stop moving, we can reset this so that we can start to run again the next time we move. Let's see what this does now. Okay, we're running. Swing. When I attack, when I swing, I don't go back into moving because I'm still holding the key. If I let the key go and then move it again, I'll run. Because whenever we attack, we press attack and then we go back to play idle. So, until we get a more advanced system going, let's go to where we attack. This is attack. Play animation. I want to get velocity. I want to get magnitude, get length, get vector length. See if I can get that. Vector length. Not get vector length, it's vector length. I want to see if this is greater than 0. So I'm getting the velocity, which was a vector, with a unit direction and a scalar to propel it forward by magnitude. So we get the length. The length of the vector is the magnitude. That's the. We get the velocity, and we're getting the speed. The length of the velocity is speed, basically. Because the vector is a unit, and as you cover it across the velocity, it happens in a Dirac moment regardless because it is a unit. So in a moment, it needs to span the length of the vector regardless of a time. So if I have 0.1 to cross a boundary, if I have 0.1 to cross it and it's 2 feet in front of me, I take 0.1 to cross it and it's 2 feet in front of me. If I have 0.1 to cross it and it's a mile in front of me, I cross it in 0.1. But how fast did I go to cross something in a mile away from me? So I want to see how long the path from where I started to where I ended a mile away from me in 0.1 or over 0.1 really to cross a barrier. So if this is greater than 0, I want to get If it's false, we can go back to playing idle. If it is true, I want to play run. I want to play, sword and shield run. We can type run. Run. And then this delay. So I actually want to sequence off this delay. And then I want to go to this branch. Oh, maybe not a sequence. Alright, then we can just loop this one back to the beginning of the do once. Let's clean this up. We'll check if this works. Sword and shield run. I want to loop. And there's other ways to do this stuff. If we run and then attack, and then I'm running again, see? That's good. And attack, I'm sprinting and I'm running again now. If I stop, I'm not stopping. That's bad. Okay, let's see what's going on now. If we attack, and we are moving at the end of our attack, it sets us into a running animation that keeps going, and we don't have another action except running to stop that. But this is looping. So whenever we play this at the end of attack, if we're moving, we play this animation. I want to get a while loop perhaps. And while this is true, I want to run this. And when it's completed, I don't want to run it anymore. Let's test and see if this works. Oh, we get an infinite loop. Let's not loop this. And loop body would be just that. And we can loop this. Had that connected at the end, so it's repeating the whole cycle over and over again. If I stop, another, let's not loop this. Probably still lock up, don't worry. It's still locked up. If a loop detected. If it's greater than 0, and when I stop, when I complete it, we can go try this. This one, I don't know if I use complete all the time. Okay, well that's a buggy, sort of a buggy method. So we have this here, and this plays, but whenever we attack and then don't do anything else. So I want to play the animation, but I also want to set this set animation mode for the player character mesh. And I think I want to set this. Let's set this animation asset. That way, it's not just running this animation. There's a few things we can try here to patch this problem up easily. Okay, when we attack, let's move and attack. Okay, that worked. Okay, when I move, okay, so let's go back. We fixed this. This works better now. This might have been the real problem, and I know what this problem is. When we run, we start this. We add the movement functionality. Then we do once, and we run. And when we stop, we reset it. So what I want to do when we stop is play another animation. I want to idle then. When we stop, I want to idle. Let's go to sword idle, sword and shield idle. And then I still want to do this where I reset this so that next time I can run again. And we can leave it looping so they kind of breathe a little bit. We can clean this up a little bit right here. It just loops over in front into the reset. And we have this here. We can put this here. That kind of looks better. Let's try this now. We swing, we stop, we run, we stop. Okay. And let's move and attack. Okay. Looks good, and we can sprint. Alright. So this video, we added the appropriate animations to the move to make sure we walk and then unwalk and can walk again. And we also, on attack, play the walking animation. If we finish attacking, finish playing this animation, then what do we do? Are we walking? If we are, play the running animation, loop it, and set this back to animation asset so that I can control this from a home hub again. If I'm running the game off play animation nodes, and I never tell it to go back home, where it has this default asset and it's using this animation mode. Whenever you use play animation, you're actually in use custom mode. You're basically in use custom mode. So you want to set it back to animation asset so you can control the character better. And that's what we do here. We play the animation because we do want to play the animation. We want to set it back here so we can control it. Maybe the next time we stop moving or move to begin with. So this is getting kind of jumbled. I just want to move this down real fast just on this video over here. Move that down here, kind of line our red nodes up, our red events up. Here's our event begin play. And we'll do an organization video so we don't have to crowd this in there. I want these all to be kind of close together. And if I need to work with them, I'll move them. These are a little close together, these ones. We can leave this here. And I can bring this down a little bit. This is what we've got so far. We've got some in, this is most of what we got. So let's compile this and save this. File, save all, save your level, save everything, save all your assets. Let's look what we have here. There's nothing loose, everything's in a folder. Okay, so we'll continue more with this in the next video. Thanks a lot.